Hey YouTube, here's this 2011 Mazda 2 with 23,000 miles. To the back end. You can see the interior. Oh, bastard. Somebody actually stuck the key right into the CD ignition switch, dumbass. Well, I've done a Mazda 2 before, but it was quite brief. I'd like to go more in depth this time. So let's start this one up. You can see it says hello. Looks like Mickey Mouse. You can see the resemblance. You can see the happy face right there, his nose, his two eyes, or back up completely and you can use this as his nose and his eyes, or his ears, or whatever. Well, again, 2011 Mazda 2 with 23,000 miles. This is Mazda's most inexpensive car in their lineup, or really their only subcompact that they offer. It's pretty much a dumbed down version of the Ford Fiesta, more basics, a bit smaller. So yeah, let's get around and critique the interior of this one. Everything above on the dashboard is all hard touch, but overall things are tightly finished up above. You can see the piano black bezel around the display for the radio, in-CD, hazards, climate control, these three simple knobs, air recirculation, old school style where it's manual, you can hear it. These cars come with a 4-speed auto. That's one of the main key differences with this and the Fiesta, aside from this one having a smaller engine. Everything around here as well, all hard touch, but again, tightly finished. Nothing is fitted unevenly. Down below, you have this little center console that sits flush onto the floor. And there you have your aux jack and power outlet, little storage area, power locks down in the center, dual cup holders, e-brake. This one actually does have the center console. The one I've done before didn't have that. It is quite flimsy. The armrest itself is quite sturdy, but the entire center console itself is quite flimsy. You can see how jiggly it is. It is padded on top at least. I forgot to mention that the tranny does have an overdrive button right here. Moving along to the glove box. It's about average size. It's not too bad. It has a slight sharp edge. Shuts a bit unevenly, you can see. Opens right up over here. You see this gap. It's just very minimal. Steering wheel, nicely thick all the way around. Here are the wiper controls, signal lamps. This one does have fogs. Let me leave the lights on so you can see the fogs later. Looks like they added Bluetooth onto this one. You can see Bluetooth connectivity. Someone added that. Stability control. I didn't know that was an option in this car. Apparently is. Steering wheel only tilts manually, and it is damped somewhat. It does not telescope. Yeah, you can see the microphone up here for the Bluetooth. You have your lighting fixture. You can see. I'll leave it on. Your sun visor with only a mirror. No vanity light or anything like that. Passenger side sun visor also. Only a mirror, no vanity light. But yeah, the sun visor itself, it is very thick and very sturdy, so it does look like something that will last for many years and not break apart. This one does have only one solo oh shit handle. Aww. It is damp though. But yeah, only one guy would say, oh shit. That's sad. He's lonely, the back passengers don't have anything to grip on. Oh well. Let's go over, here's the fuel filler lid, this is where you dislatch it. Let's dislatch the hood. Door panel is all hard touch up above. Window does go down automatically and also up. And it's only the driver door, or it's only the driver window that does that. Power mirrors, window lock, armrest hard touch. Your elbow will be uncomfortable, no doubt, on here. You can hear it. But yeah, every single thing is all hard touch. A bit flimsy down here. But going back, fit and finish again isn't too bad in this car. The A-pillar cover over here fits nice and tight against the headliner. Everything, no uneven gaps. So the seat is adjusted to where I like it. Manual controls, by the way, does elevate like this. So it's not too bad. So yeah, that's about where I like it right now. Check out the back seat. And legroom isn't too bad at all. It's quite decent. Again, materials carry over into the back seat, so really not much more to explain on here. And this rear seat is a bench. Not because it's not split seating, but because it's as hard as a bench. It's not plush at all, and you do not have an armrest. Sadly. So you're just sitting there with no armrest to rest your right or left arm, and the only armrest you do have is on the door, and it's hard as hell. The seats do fall down. You can see, just push this button. 60/40 split seating. And you're not going to have a flat floor, because you can see it kind of lifts up right over here, sadly. And the seat does not tilt up like on the Honda Fit, so you can have a nice floor here to store things. You do not have a cup holder or anything like that back here. So yeah, basically, not even seat pockets.
Definitely green, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Here's a cargo area. It's a cargo cover. Latch it onto here. Covers everything. Cargo net. That was actually a dealer. Looks like he's interested in it. Jack storage, cargo light. So yeah, it's not a bad storage area at all. It's just a lot more than a grocery holder. This car is just a rolling P. I do like this metal trimming over here on the edge of the bumper. Oh, looks like it has a flat. This car has 15-inch wheels. These are alloys. It's like polished aluminum wheels, it seems, or chromed. It's a bit dirty right now. Sadly, I'm not going to be able to do an exhaust shot of this one. So yeah, here's Mazda's 1.5 liter dual overhead cam 4-cylinder. It does offer variable valve timing, but I believe this one only does 100 horsepower. I could be mistaken. I'll put the correct specs on the video. With the 4-speed auto, I really don't imagine it as the most fun thing to drive, but step into the 5-speed manual, and it'll really wake this car up. It'll be one little fun hatch to drive. Going back to comfort in this car, the front seats are quite soft. Very supportive on your back, bolstered nicely. The bottom section is a tad flat, but it is quite plush, so I mean, you're not going to be uncomfortable on a long trip. Again, it's just your elbows which are just going to be hurting. Or at least your center armrest is nice and soft, so they get some credit for that. So, let's just rev this Mazda 2. Let me shut the AC off, which I forgot. Here's the rear defogger. Looks like a TPM. Well, there is a flat tire in the back, so that does explain the TPMS light being on. .4K rev limiter. Rev's nice and smooth overall. So, that's the 2011 Mazda 2 hatch.